I almost didn't make a video this week again, and I was like, I'm totally going back on the last video I just had. There's my new computer.
What?
It's gone.
How much would you have won?
400. Right? Who else thought of that scene when they were at the movies? So it's December. What's today? December 18th.
Good fuck! It's already
no, today is the 17th. So tomorrow will be the 18th.
Good lord.
Yeah. So it's December 18th. Christmas is 7 days away. 7 days away. So Christmas Eve is 6 days away.
Oh.
And I really hope you guys got your shopping done and everything else. So that being the case, and this being so close to Christmas, I figured I'd hit you guys with like a Christmas movie. Actually, one of my more popular Christmas movies I watched. This movie came out in 1996. It stars... What is Sinbad's real name? Like his first name? Is that his name? Sinbad?
Yeah. I mean,
it's just credited as
on IMDb. He's just Sinbad.
It's just Sinbad. I don't know I don't know if he has a first name or if that's like his, you know, whatever, Sinbad. All right. So the movie that we're going to be talking about today is Jingle All the Way.
They're all gone.
These two are looking for a Turbo Man.
Now, it's two fathers.
This is war.
One mission.
Oh, poor baby.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Sinbad.
I work for the post office and I'm unstable. Tell him.
This man is totally insane.
Thank you.
Jingle All the Way.
When I was 10 years old, 1996, and it's about a toy. It's actually about like it's about the spirit of Christmas, I guess. Not really. It's more about the consumerism of Christmas. Buying things for other people, and in this instance it's a toy, a specific toy. Usually every year for Christmas there's that one hot item that everybody wants and it's sold out everywhere.
People are fighting each other in the aisles for a supply that doesn't begin to meet the demand.
Pandemonium over rag dolls with adoption papers. They may be the best-selling, scarcest dolls of all time.
In this movie, it's a action figure based on this character from a show named Turbo Man. Arnold Schwarzenegger's kid, who's played by
Mannequin Skywalker.
Mannequin Skywalker. Yeah, I was gonna say played by Anakin Skywalker. Wants this. He's all about the show. He's got cups. He's got everything. He's got everything. But this toy's coming out, and he's like reciting about, you know, what this toy can do.
Everyone has to have.
I want the Turbo Man action figure with the arms and legs that move, and the rocket roaring jetpack, and the boomerang suit.
And he says so many phrases or whatever, including "It's Turbo Time."
Here! Waste of time. Nothing will save this show.
So it's all about that hot item, and his name's Howard in the movie, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he kind of messes up, and he's so wrapped up in work that he doesn't really spend time with his family. And one of the things he messes up is he said that he was going to go buy this toy, like, you know, a long time ago, before the holiday seasons. He doesn't do that, and the whole movie is basically him trying to get this toy to make his kid happy, which now is kind of like messed up, like, you know what I mean, like how much just to make his kid happy, because his kid's a brat, dude. Like in this movie, his kid sucks.
My fault. Jamie, don't walk away from your father.
And he's like going to try to talk to him, to console him, to tell him why he missed. I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger kind of sucks too as a dad. They both suck. They just suck.
But I mean, you gotta give it to him. I mean, he's working as hard as he does to make sure that she's a stay-at-home mom and get his kid everything.
Right, I guess. So, okay, yeah. Like he's doing his job. He's just not. He's not
cheating on anybody.
Okay, and then also he is a good dad. Okay, like if you go into this kid's room.
Can I come in?
Whoa.
But it's a mural, and he had to have either hand painted that himself, or, you know, had professionally had somebody come into his room and do it. and it's so cool. And his room's set up so nice. I mean, growing up at 10 years old and not having that, and just seeing this kid have like all that stuff, it pissed me off because I was like, this kid's got all this stuff. Even as a kid, I thought this kid was a brat, you know. But growing up, I'm like, man, if that was my kid, slam the door on me.
Oh, so help me God. If I started building walls today and didn't stop for the next 10 years, there still wouldn't be enough of them to fucking put you through!
All I know is, how does that kid expect his dad to be around so much and keep that physique? Like, there's no way. You gotta work and then you gotta work out.
Man, he works out, he works, you know what he does? And then he does go to some of his things, because he says that he's seen...
But he goes.
Yeah, he goes, and then also he tells him even, like, for one of his, he's like, oh, I seen you get, yellow or something like that. And he goes, well, you missed blue. You know what I mean? Like, never satisfied. This kid is never satisfied. That's why it was a terrible Darth Vader. Sinbad is also trying to get the same exact toy for his kid.
Well, everybody is, aren't they?
Yeah, but Sinbad, yeah, that's what they're trying to... Everybody's trying to get this Turbo Man toy, but that's another guy that he runs into. And Sinbad tries to befriend him, and Arnold Schwarzenegger doesn't really want anything to do with Sinbad, because... You know, he's just like, instantly, like the first meeting they have together.
He's a dad trying to get a toy. Go ahead, have cuts, man. Last minute shopping, huh?
Yeah.
How about these little stupid letters from kids to Santa at the North Pole? Dear Santa, could you send me a bike and a slinky? No, your father's been laid off. Fucking 24/7 delivering mail so you can make an alimony payment to a woman that slept with everybody at the post office but me. I like to walk up in that office, grab one of those guys, and just chucking until the eye pops out.
It's like he wants nothing to do with them. But like Sinbad's story, like when he was growing up, there was always one toy that he wanted. He had hope that his dad would get it for him, but he knew that he wouldn't. You know, he grew up knowing that his dad would just disappoint him. That Christmas was another reason for him to be disappointed. What he wants to do is get his son this toy because he doesn't want to be remembered like he remembers his own father. Arnold Schwarzenegger is just like, I fuck up all the time, and I need to get this toy to make my son like me again. Phil Hartman's another character in this movie. He plays a neighbor, like a terrible neighbor.
Yeah, fine. Ted, I need to speak to Liz. Could you get... Oh, Howard, excuse me, but your wife's cookies are out of this world. What Who told you you can eat my cookies?
I think she's in the shower, Howard. Do you want me to go check?
No!
He's very intrusive. He's like the opposite of Ned Flanders. He looks like Ned Flanders, but he's the opposite of Ned Flanders. Like all the like...
The housewives.
Yeah, the housewives go around too, and they have him fix his stuff. Like that's a very hinted on thing in this movie.
Ted, I was wondering if you'd mind taking a look at my porch light. It just doesn't seem to be working, and you being such a handyman.
Sure, I've got just the tool for the job.
The one person that he's really interested in is Arnold Schwarzenegger's wife,
which is getting dicked down by the Terminator.
Yeah, so that's not gonna happen. He puts lights on Arnold Schwarzenegger's house without him like giving him permission to do, you know. He's just doing the most. He's doing the most. He's super thirsty, doing the most. R.I.P. to that guy. Phil Hartman was killed by his wife in 1998. Yeah, 1998, I guess, I don't know all the details, but apparently she had a really big pill addiction, and I don't know why she did it. I didn't do too much research on it, but I know that Phil Hartman was actually murdered, and then she committed suicide hours later, according to the police report. His kid sucks too. Like, every kid in that neighborhood sucks. Yeah, his kid sucks. I'm gonna be Turbo Man. No, you're always Turbo Man.
Pipe down in there!
That's how I felt. Like, I'm like, damn, these kids suck. I was in here. There's a whole scene where he's going to this warehouse because he's trying to get it for cheap. You know, like black market type of deal. So he makes this deal with one of these Santa Clauses, and he sees that there's like a whole production line that they're doing of like knockoff toys and trying to sell them. And he's willing to buy one of the Turbo Man from him. And he goes down there, and this whole thing happens where like the Turbo Man's a piece of junk. And it's like falling out because he's like trying to take it out of the box because he wants to see it, right? Because he presses it and it starts speaking Spanish. And Jim Belushi's in there, and he's like the guy that's trying to sell it to him, and he's like, yeah, no, it's fun and educational because it speaks two different languages.
You know what you guys are? Nothing but a bunch of sleazy con men in red suits.
What did you call us?
You heard me right. Con men, thieves, degenerates, lowlifes, thugs, criminals!
Hey,
The North Pole, them are fighting words, partner. Put them up.
And so he's like, oh, he like gets suspicious. He tries to take it out of the box, and he flips it upside down. He goes, no, 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 no. And like the pieces fall out of the box, and he goes,
Well, of course, there's some assembly required.
That's a little foreshadowing, but we'll get there.
Oh, yeah. Rudy had gotten this toy that same Christmas, I think. That same Christmas, I think he had gotten this toy. Because they actually made a toy for this, and it became this huge thing where it was like, it wasn't selling out like this movie, but I mean, it became a huge toy, like a big success, and he wanted it. So our parents had bought it for him. And it was like that same, it was the next day. It was like Christmas Day. He opened it up, he had it.
I was 6 years old, mind you.
And he broke it. And like that same day, within like an hour or so.
Two kids from one.
In the 90s, toys were held together by elastic bands, like Steve's Mossman that broke.
Like old G.I. Joes.
Yeah, and he fell off fucking Grayskull Mountain. But they were held together by these elastic bands, and while we were playing with it, we kept, like...
spinning him!
We kept spinning him in some way, not the other way, so it just kept stretching and stretching until it snapped. And it just disassembled. It was very screen accurate.
That's what makes it funny.
Yeah, a little cool thing about that too, I just read on IMDb. So, the movie was made in 1 year. Arnold Schwarzenegger, he signed on for the role in February, and it was released in that November.
Wow, really?
So they had that little time to shoot, edit, and release. But they only had 6 months to produce the toys. So only 200,000 of them were made. So
wow, so it's a collectible.
It's a collectible and I snapped it.
How much, let's see, let's ask, we're going to find out how much they go for on eBay or something like that right now.
Shit, so the first one that popped up, brand new, Turbo Man, Jingle All the Way, Turbo Man, mint condition, Arnold Schwarzenegger, brand new. $379.99.
I'll put a picture right here. Above $100 you're gonna pay for the Turbo Man.
20.
Hell no.
25, I think it said. Or talking Turbo Man was $25.
$25. And now they're $100.
Yep.
Inflation, baby. So, and brand new, they're well over $200. So that goes to show, if you got this toy at home,
give it to us.
Yeah. That's a little bit about this movie. Go watch it. Have a good,
holiday season.
Holiday season, yeah. Have a good holiday season. Easy on the eggnog. Dad, you smell like vomit. That's going to end it for this week. I just wanted to give you guys a Christmas movie that you guys can watch together as a family. And show your kids how bad these kids are. Like, you know what I mean?
Show them how good they have it.
Yeah, how good they have it, and I don't know. What
sometimes you gotta show your dog those fucking sad, depressing shelter commercials, just so they know how good they have it.
Yeah, no, do yourself a favor next week, Monday, and watch A Christmas Story. And if you're not familiar with The Christmas Story, I'll be happy to help you. We'll do that then. But until then, I'll see you guys next week.
Oh my god, that's so good. But yeah, let's just say the Go-Go Team part is my favorite.
Like little mini Power Rangers?
Yeah, I like the suits and that they all wear, and Sinbad has some funny lines on that one.
Least favorite character, Booster.
It ain't the way we rehearsed it. You know what? Nobody likes you, Booster. Oh, what?